Next up, I want to start talking about nested lists. And we did talk about this a little bit last time, but we're going to go a little bit deeper. And a nested list can be kind of like this set of Russian nesting dolls. And I actually spent some time in Ukraine briefly after they left the Soviet Union for the first time in the 90s. And they would have these for sale. And the value of a Russian nesting doll is in how many dolls you can fit inside the next one and how tight the squeeze is. This one's probably quite large. This one probably starts at about this big, and then this one obviously is a little tiny peanut. But this would be a very valuable set, of course. But the way nesting dolls work is you have one inside the other, and a nested list like this is very similar. Okay, so a nested list, and I've done some things to try and make this list a little bit more comprehensible. First of all, the main list has the individual items in the main list have single letters. A, B, and then G and H are individual members, are strings in that original list. Inside that list, the second level, right here, now remember, this A and B are 0, 1. This whole list is 2, index 2, 3, and 4 in that main list. So index 2 contains a list, and this list contains two individual strings and a third list. So this is the second level with the 2 letters, and then the 3 letters is that innermost list. So the way we can access that is by using multiple sets of brackets. So if we go L2, L is the list, and we supply 2, it's going to return this whole list. But this is equivalent to just that second level list. So if I do this, that's equal to that second level list, and then I do this on the back of it, then it goes 0, 1, 2, and it gives me this, right? So it's returning this. And if I want to, I can drill down inside that by adding a third set of brackets where I am returning just that one piece. So if I have this, right, and I print that list, so that gives me the whole list right there. And so if I want to print out G, what am I going to do if I want G? So I'm printing 3. Let's print it. Let's see what happens. There we go. So I'm printing G. What if I want the string DD? 2 and then 1, right? There's that. So if I want to let's say I want to change CC to 0, 0. What am I going to type? I'll give you a hint. We start with this. I'm changing a value. Nope. I'm just going to refer to that specific slot, which means I'm going to say 2, 0 equals 0, 0. Well, I don't even have to have the quotes because I could just put in, well, I do have, if I want double zeros, it would have to be a string. Otherwise, it's just 0. But there it is. So I'm targeting that specific place in the structure. So now what if I wanted to add after the innermost list with EEE and FFF, after that list, inside the second level list, if I wanted to add XX, what am I going to write? AR data. Now, if I go AR data dot append XX, let's watch what this does. Okay, now that puts it at the end of this, but I want this right here. AR data 2 append, and there it is. Okay, so you're getting a feel for how to work with these? It's a little bit hairy, but we can get there. It just takes some practice, but it is very logical, which is one of the satisfying things about most computer programming is at a basic level, it's logical. When you start dealing with artificial intelligence and machine learning and things, you sometimes get a little bit of like that was weird. But at that level of complexity, logic tends to turn into magic, right? It's when we don't understand it. So that's how you work with nested list.